Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some tips on how you can improve your credit score. You don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. Your credit score is important. You want to make sure that you have a good credit score. You will need credit if you want to apply for a home loan, if you want to get a car leased, if you want to rent, if you want to apply for certain financial jobs. At some point you will need or want to have a good credit score. Your credit score lets the lender know a lot about you. They know, are you responsible when it comes to money? Can they trust you with the money? Are you living above your means? Are you able to pay them back? So this is important information that a lender wants to know before they give you their money because they don't want to lose. I am not a credit specialist, but I do currently have a 770 credit score, humble brag, so that does give me a little bit of street cred. So let me give you a little bit of insight of exactly how your credit is calculated. 35% of your credit score is due to your payment history. 30% is due to your utilization. 15% has to do with the age of your accounts. 10% has to do with your total accounts, and the remaining 10% has to do with your credit inquiries. You can get one free credit report each year. I do recommend that you take advantage of this. Just get on Google, type in free credit report, and I believe the website is freecreditreport.com. You can get a free credit report straight from that website, no charge. So the first way to improve your credit is to have a good payment history. When you pay your bills on time, this lets the lender know that they can trust you. So say you have a credit card and the balance is $2,000 and the minimum payment is $25. If you do not have the money to pay the full balance, you at least need to pay the minimum. All your payments need to be on time. You need to make sure that you are checking your accounts, that you're looking at your credit report. I like to use Credit Karma. It'll let you know if anything has changed with your credit score. You need to make sure you're checking these reports consistently because things could change. Lenders make mistakes too. When you're looking over your credit report, you want to see if your lender made any mistakes. So you want to check if there were any incorrect lates reported on your credit report. Also, when you're looking at your credit report, you want to check and see if there are any lates currently listed that are over 7 years old. So if you have any lates on your credit report that are not supposed to be there, or you have lates that are 7 years old, you want to dispute that. And you can dispute it yourself. You can dispute it right from the Credit Karma website. And I recommend that you also send a letter into the credit bureau to dispute these payments. Once you keep making your payments on time and you have any late payments that can be removed, your credit score will improve drastically. Because as I mentioned before, 35% of your score has to do with your payment history. So you want to make sure that you are getting those payments in on time, that you are looking at your credit report to make sure that nothing is reported incorrectly, and that anything that needs to be removed is removed. If you find any incorrect late payments on your credit report, or if there are lates on your credit report that are over 7 years old, you definitely want to dispute that. And you can dispute it yourself for free. You can do it on Credit Karma's website, or you can send a letter right to the credit bureau. I recommend that you do both. Another way you can increase your credit score is to decrease your utilization rate. Your utilization rate makes up 30% of your credit score, and you want to keep your utilization rate below 30%. Your utilization rate shows how much credit you have available to you versus how much credit you have used up. So your utilization rate shows lenders that you can use credit responsibly without overextending yourself. The lower your utilization rate, the lower the perceived risk to the lender. They feel like they can trust you. that you're not living above your means. It's better to pay your bills before the due date because you will have your payment in before the lender reports to the credit bureau. That way your utilization is lower than what it would be if it were paid on the due date or after the due date. And again, we don't want to pay anything after the due date because we need all our payments on time. So if you can pay your bills in full, so if you have a credit card that has a $2,000 balance, if you can go ahead and knock that $2,000 off without paying the minimum each month, then that would be the best option because that drastically decreases your utilization rate. And also, if that card has interest on it, now you're not paying interest. Now, I know that everybody's not able to go ahead and just pay the whole statement balance. If you're not able to pay the whole statement balance, that's okay. But I do recommend that you pay more than once a month. If you can pay every time you get a paycheck, then that would be even better because you're constantly knocking down that utilization rate. And again, we want to keep the utilization below 30%. So anything you can do to contribute to that, it will be great. Another way to decrease your utilization is to ask the lender to increase the amount of credit you have available to you. So you can call your lender and you can ask them, can they increase your credit limit? This will decrease your utilization rate as well, as long as you don't go and start spending on that card. And a lot of credit card companies will automatically increase your credit limit without you even asking. So if you're paying your payments on time, if your utilization rate is low, they will go ahead and automatically increase your credit limit, which will help your credit score because now your utilization rate is lower. Now, if you don't have credit, a way to improve your credit score is to get credit. I have met a lot of people that shy away from getting credit cards, but having a credit card is a good way to improve your credit score. You don't have to be scared of getting a credit card. You have to be responsible. Do not max your cards out. Make sure you make your payments on time. If you are doing these things, it will help your credit, not hurt your credit. When I went into college, I got a lot of letters in the mail from all type of credit card companies trying to offer me a credit card. And I did call one of those companies and set up an account. So I've had that card since college. That helped my length of credit history, and it also shows how I am when it comes to paying my bills on time. So I have no late payments on that card. It created a payment history for me. So it's important to open that credit card line because that way they can see, okay, are you paying your payments on time? Now you have some type of credit history. The lenders have something to look at to determine whether or not they feel like they can trust you. So if you're getting credit card notices in the mail, feel free to look through those brochures, see what they're offering. There are some credit cards that are offering cash back. They have different incentives. See if there's a credit card that spikes your interest. And you might want to go ahead and apply for that credit card so you can start building credit. And also, it doesn't hurt to get a little bit of cash back. You're going to spend the money anyway. Why not get some cash back for it? Sometimes you might not be able to get approved for a major credit card. You can also try a store card. Having a store card can also help your credit. Also, you can try a secured card. So if you're not able to get a store card or a regular credit card, then you can try to get a secured credit card. My fifth and final tip on how to improve your credit score is to get someone to add you as an authorized user. This is probably the easiest and fastest way to boost your credit. You need to get someone that you trust, that is responsible, that makes their payments on time, whose utilization rate is low. If you can get this person to add you on their card, then you inherit all their good qualities. So you want to go ahead and ask someone that you trust, that has good credit, to add you onto one of their cards to help give you a boost. So when the lender looks at your credit report, they see this card on there. They see the credit history. They see that the payments are paid on time. And that will help you look good to the lender and boost your credit score. So if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching.